Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been lax in posting and I'm so sorry. So much has been going on with me this month. For one thing, as you know, I launched my Halloween collection and I have just been in a frenzy pressing orders. Like, oh my goodness. If you're not following me on TikTok or Instagram, please make sure that you are, because I am posting a lot of videos there. And I'll also start posting some here in my YouTube shorts. So please make sure you're checking me out there. Here we have, this is actually from my TikTok live. So if you're interested in seeing me paint in real time and have a chat with me, please follow me on TikTok. I prefer TikTok live over Instagram live, mainly because TikTok lets me play whatever music, so I can just really vibe out. Whereas Instagram, you darn near have to have it with no music in the background because Facebook is so scared of copyright infringement. Like, seriously, we can't even jam together. But yeah, so this is a TikTok live, and when you shoot on TikTok, it records the live for you, and I decided to post it here for you guys to see. This is part of my Halloween collection, and I every few nights I get on there and we do a poll and we decide what creature or monster I'm going to be painting next. And the overwhelming amount of votes that I got for an alien were like unbelievable. So here is my alien superstar. Now, before we even get into it, I went ahead and drew this with a blue pencil. And the reason I draw it with a blue pencil is because I used to scan in my artwork a lot. Excuse me, my throat is starting to bubble up. I used to scan in my artwork a lot. I would like hand draw it and hand ink it and scan it in. And if you use a regular pencil, it will show up. So what I have is a photo blue pencil. So when I scan it into the computer, Photoshop or whatever will not pick it up. So it's easier for me to separate the paper from the ink drawing and lift the ink drawing if I'm using blue. So I automatically, even though I'm not scanning this in, I still draw with it. So I laid down my sketch in blue, and then I went in with Faber-Castell Pit pens, and I inked it. And now I am using Tombow markers and Artist Loft watercolor markers with water pens. They're basically like these plastic brushes that hold water in them. So they're great to use on the go, or if you're like me and you're lazy and you don't want to have that glass of water next to you. For me, I hate having that glass of water that you usually have to use with watercolor right next to me. So this is like a great alternative. You just twist the top off, fill it up with water, and you squeeze it and the water comes out the brush. And I absolutely love watercolor markers. I don't like watercolor. Let me repeat. I do not, excuse me, I got really loud there. I do not like watercolor. I just don't. And the reason why is because I can't control it. And that bothers me for some reason. Maybe it's my Virgo rising, but it bothers me that I can't for the life of me control it. Like, seriously, do what I want you to do. Whereas as I put acrylic down, it stays in place. It stays the color I put, watercolor, it does its own thing. It's water. It's fluid. I get it. But with these, I can lay it down flat. I can layer them on top of each other and they blend. And when I want a smoother transition or I want that soft color, that's when I come in with the water pen and I bring it out. So it allows me to have the best of both worlds. Now, mind you, if you're going to use this technique, make sure you have a good, strong paper. I'm using an Artist Loft mixed media sketchbook. Not just any mixed media sketchbook, like a heavy paper mixed media sketchbook. What I mean about paper, when you're going into the store and you're looking at sketchbooks, look at the front cover of the sketchbook. Usually they're going to have a weight. You may see 80-pound paper, you may see 16-pound paper, you may see 100-pound paper. That doesn't actually mean that each sheet is like those pounds. I don't know the exact math or science to it, but the more you want to do with the paper, the heavier the paper needs to be. So I know this is at least 100 or more. And that is how I know it can handle watercolor, because watercolor paper and acrylic paper are like the stiffest paper you can have. Also, Bristol board is another really stiff paper you can have. And not all paper is made the same. Usually that really, really thin paper is only good for sketching and ink and nothing else. So if you're going to experiment with this type of mixed media, and which is mixed media I'm doing, because like I said, I'm doing the watercolor markers. And there's the watercolor. I got this watercolor off of Amazon. I don't know the name, but I'll link it in the description down below. It comes with so many colors. Well, it comes with so many colors, and it doesn't come with a lot of colors. Because as you can see, there's a lot of reds. There's a lot of yellows. There's a lot of greens, like way too many greens. But there's not, and there's not enough skin tones. There's not enough browns in there for me. And I know you could mix skin tones, but I don't know. They give you so many blues and so many greens, but they don't really give you another, they could have given me more purples. They could have just given me more of a range. They could have given me different types of yellows, something. It could have been better ranges than that. It would have been nice to have like a really pretty bright pink or something. But they don't, it is what it is. I'll link it down below. It's good, to get like a range of color. It's nice watercolor. It has beautiful metallics with it. And I'm also using a little bit of acrylic paint pens for metallic effects here and there. But you won't really see me use that until the end. And so, yeah, this is like a really, really, really fun piece. I won't talk anymore. I'm just going to let you guys absorb the vibes, and I'll come back at the end. Oh, and before I go, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Like, seriously, why haven't you subscribed? Go ahead and subscribe, the subscribe button, and comment down below. Okay, so I'm almost all the way through. You see my hand not moving on the bigger image. That's because I'm like working on her legs at the bottom. One of the reasons why I'm doing the split screen or picture in picture screen here is because, you know, when you're recording on TikTok, this your camera has to be like horizontal versus when you're doing YouTube, it has to be vertical. I think I got that correct and not the reverse. So that's why I decided to zoom in on her face because I know that's the money shot. I know that's the money shot, and you can see in the split screen what I'm doing to the rest of her body. The only thing missing from the bigger one is you can't really see how, you know, like big her super thighs are. But all of the stuff that I want you to see is in her beautiful, beautiful, beautiful face. And I decided to make the jump to doing the split screen here simply so you can go ahead and see that I'm adding the planets to the bottom of it so you can get that she's a alien. Who am I kidding? I just wanted to fill in the space. And I wanted to try and see if I can actually do a little nebula at the bottom of her hair. This is where the watercolor part really, really comes into effect. And you can actually see me trying to make little circle symbols and failing horribly. All right, and so I'm adding like the finishing touches to her. I just added the yellow. I don't know if something went wrong with my timing of the video, so if it seems a little off, forgive me for that. I'm still learning how to use iMovie. But if you did like this video and you want to see more, please, 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 like I said before, hit that subscribe button. Comment and tell me what you think. And if you guys want me to draw something and you want to see it in my style, leave a comment and tell me what you want me to draw. I may add it to the list. So thank you again. Bye.